Okay, hi everyone. So I am here with a few projects that I had because I went on, it's been a few days since I last filmed my last video, and it's been, I guess it's called a hiatus, and during that time I spent most of my time just either studying for my school or just being creative. So I had a creative streak, and what I accomplished during that time was pretty interesting because during that time I made this little pouch. It's like this, and then you can reach in. Right now I came across this little happy bunch of, I thought I heard something. I mean, there's music in the background, but besides that, there shouldn't be any noise. Anyways, so I came across some extra cloth because I just happened to, and using that cloth, I made this little pouch, and it does have an interesting shape because this has a little edge and this one is rounded, but that's fine. I think it gives a character and has a little flap. And what I did here is I actually wanted to add a little sparkle, so I beaded this edge right here. And I think it matches the overall color of it. You know how my channel is Cetus AE, and because Cetus is my favorite constellation, I actually have a history with it. And if I could, I wonder if you can change your, I mean, I don't know anything about astrology, but you know how you can change the name that you have? Say, when people get married, you can change your last name from, what is it? Random last name, Smith to Brown, so you can just change it. I wonder if you can change your constellation. Changing your constellation should be legal because from what I've been able to observe from, astrology and whatnot, my zodiac sign, I'm not going to reveal it because I don't want to give away exactly when my birthday is, just for privacy, a little privacy. But I feel I don't match just if people watch this video, I can ask them, write in the comments what you think my constellation sign is, or what my zodiac sign is, or astrology sign is. You will not believe it. I'm pretty sure most people will think I'm blank when I'm not really that. But anyways, so I thought I wish I could change my constellation sign to Cetus because that's actually my favorite constellation. And if I actually had a brand, I would name it, because my channel name is Cetus AE. So I would just put that right here, like Cetus AE. I don't know if word-wise because I'd have to create a brand, so maybe I'd have to drop AE, which is my initials, but just put Cetus. That'd be kind of cool. My own brand, fashion brand? I don't know. It's never going to happen probably, but that'd be cool because I'm making bags now. But I also made this other little bag, and this one is very similar design because it has, the anchors. So it's very similar. And this one I have just a little pouch I also made that I can put pencils in, like a pen like this. You can put the pen in the pouch like that. And I don't know if this pouch is going to always be stowed within this smaller little, I guess a clutch. But this, I'll call this for now a clutch. But I also did bead this edge right here with blue beads. These are all MGB beads right here, all MGB right here too. These are all very nice beads. And I made sure to use so one thing you have to be mindful about when you bead is that you want to use a thread that can fit through the beads and the needle, the eye of the needle, but you also have to be widely aware of the fact that the thread has to be strong enough if you're using the beads or putting the beads or sewing the beads onto an article that can go through a lot of wear and tear. So if this was a clutch, and if I went around town holding it like this, it's going to bump into things. When I set it down in my car or I put it in my pocket, this one I put in my pocket. I don't think you put clutches in your pocket, but if I put my watch in here, because I had to take it off and I had to put it in here, and I walk around town holding it like this, maybe I should stand up. If I walked around town like this, and I had my clutch like this, then the beads have to be able to stand up against a lot of pressure because it's going to bump into things. So when you make things with a beaded edge like that, or even like this, make sure that the yarn that you're using is actually pretty strong because you don't want it to be weak. If it's weak, then it's not going to hold up nicely, and the beads are going to fall off from the edge where I put them on, and it's not going to be nice. So that's why I use this really strong, durable Coats cotton yarn. I bought it at Souk, I think at 100 fills, maybe 200, but it's really good. I like it. So if you're going to make something like this, always get a strong thread or strong yarn. If the beads are big enough for yarn to fit through, of course. Most yarn will not fit through beads. these are the beads I used, by the way, for here. There's some red mixed in because I just didn't have space, or I didn't have a little container for the red beads specifically, exclusively, so I just put them in here. So another thing I made in my creative streak is a variation of my minimalism inspired necklace. So I made a video a while ago with my, you know, that pink minimalism necklace? This one. One second. So this one. You know how I made this? I guess it's a collar necklace. It goes like that. I really like this design, so I went and bought more Rutkowski beads that were the squares, and I also happened to have more MGB. And the name of this one is called Minimalism Inspired. So it's minimalism-inspired. So that's the name of this necklace. And I made a variation of this necklace in one second. In red. So this one I call Passion. You know, red. Red is a great color. See, it's nice and red. Maybe I'll slip it on for you guys. One second. But it is really pretty and really nice. I really appreciate this color. When I first looked on it on the internet, because I ordered it online, it looked brighter and it looked more intense, kind of like I'm going to try to say vermilion, but then when it arrived, it looked like it was a brick color. So then I thought, oh my goodness, it was, one second, I'll keep talking, but when I first saw it on the internet, I thought it was a lighter color, like vermilion. But when it showed up, it kind of had a darker color initially, what looked like almost closer to mahogany, and I thought this isn't what I ordered. But then I realized that it was just the poor lighting I happened to have at that time. And then when I actually made the beads, it had this nice this red color. Let me slip it on. I've been talking too much. And before anybody comes for me about, oh my goodness, you're breaking the minimalism streak, I am going to be very clear about this regarding minimalism and me. I am not a minimalist. And nowadays people use minimalism in two terms. They say that see? Looks nice. But people use the term minimalism in two distinct ways. One is where they say minimal object and lifestyle, minimal materials, minimal things to begin with. That is not me, okay? I might be inspired by that, but I am not a person who says, get rid of things you don't need, get rid of all of that. Because when it comes to minimalism, the type of minimalism that I come from is variant B, not A. And variant B is the art one, where it says, look at objects and just appreciate the object as art. And it's not, there's a very distinct difference between saying, get rid of everything you don't need, and looking at a single object and saying that's art. There's a very big difference, and if you don't understand the difference between the art style of minimalism and general minimalism, then I can't really explain it to you, because it's a very big difference. And I'm very passionately trying to convey that minimalism from the art stance goes like this. Geometric shapes can be art. Geometric objects can be art. Geometric object with, say, no clear meaning can be art. Whereas minimalism nowadays is like, get rid of that painting, get rid of the bed sheets, get rid of the nightstand, get rid of everything, and then you'll be good, sweetheart. That's not the minimalism I have. There are instances where I say, you know, this beaded necklace down here and this chain, that's minimal jewelry, but that is not I'm not doing that for minimalism in the sense of variant A, where they say, people of variant A say, just get as little as possible in your life. That is not me. I say that this necklace by itself is art, so appreciate that. Don't overwhelm, say, my neckline with all these gold chains, silver chains. I mean, there are some days I go like that, but you don't need that. That's not how I look at necklaces or jewelry or art. I think that this is art and it's enough. And okay, if I use the word enough, it starts to create confusion, because then people say, oh, if it's enough, then that means it's minimalism. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing, okay? There's a fundamental difference. Not to mention the three rules of minimalism: non-referential, non-representational, non-interpretive. It's just as it is. That's all you need. But anyways, yeah, that's just what I wanted to share today. My clutch, my pouch, and my necklace. It's, ooh, dropped something. But just a simple creative streak, and I enjoyed it. I think I really like this design that I made for the minimalism inspired in passion. Maybe I'll make a blue one with the name of, what should I name the blue one? Maybe I'll call it Picasso Blue, because Picasso had his blue age, or blue period, where he used the color blue in some of his self-portraits. So maybe I'll just call it Picasso Blue. Or maybe I'll call it Van Gogh Blue. Anyways, I'll figure it out, and when I make that necklace, I will update you guys on it. But until then, just understand the difference between minimalism A and variant B, okay? I'm variant B. I might as well be C, because A, the first variant and the second variant are so different, they're a letter apart. So I'm variant C, not A. There's big difference between the two. Between being with the mindset that, oh, let's just get everything down to the minimal, and then saying that this is the art. This is non-representational, non-interpretive, non-referential. There's a big difference, okay? Learn about it, try to remember it. And if you want to learn about art, go learn about it, okay? But there is a difference between the art minimalism and the rest of the minimalism in the world. But that's it, okay? Go learn about it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.